Today, on Be Something Wonderful, the one assumption and belief that manifests everything you desire. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. Big video this morning. I want to talk about this client session. When we had first met several weeks ago now, she was struggling with her sense of worthiness, struggling with trying to get security out there from the 3D world. And we had a big breakthrough on that you're never going to find it out there. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much you effort in that 3D world of 0.00001% of manifested reality, you're never going to get that sense of fulfillment, that innate sense of fulfillment, that innate sense of worthiness, that innate sense of security that is already within you as that I am awareness. So here's what she had said when we first talked. I have this deep sense of insecurity and unworthiness that I believe is preventing me from manifesting all I want. Specifically, one of her big ones was this getting in the inner sanctum of this company she was working with. She wanted to be part of the team, the sort of management team that has a big salary, that has all these perks in this. And she has been passed up twice already. She's been there a few years now. And she just said, I know it has to be this insecurity. And this has spilled over into her relationships, into money, in all areas, right? And she goes, I don't know how to shake it. I said, well, it's not about shaking it. It's about transcending it. Because remember, you're here to mix it up. You're here to participate in the 3D experience. So you're not here to shake it. That's temporary. You're here to transcend it. So now, several weeks later, fast forward several weeks later, she got promoted. She's got the big salary, and she said, Tom, the irony is, it's just not a big deal. I like it. I'm happy for it. It does. I want that advancement, but it's different now. I'm not getting my security. I'm not getting my worth from that. I already know it. This is what's really big about this is how fast this happened. How she really dropped all of this. She talked about other areas, the big salary, of course, but money was coming in from other sources as well. And her relationships are just better and richer. She's dating, and she has this guy that she really likes. So this is all going well. And remember, it's only your resistance in trying to be secure and worthy that creates the illusion that it's deep and inaccessible. Right? She was trying to, argue for her limitations, saying it's a deep sense, a subconscious sense, something that she can't get at of insecurity and worthiness, right? From drama and trauma or events in her life, all of that, right? And remember, that's not really where that deep sense is coming from. Consciousness is consciousness. It's not hiding out somewhere where you can't access it. She's aware of it. Just from her awareness, she's aware of this insecurity and this unworthiness. So it's not hiding out. It was only her resistance in trying to be secure, trying to be worthy, that creates the illusion that it's deep and inaccessible. And it creates the whole feeling and thought of unworthiness. The whole state of being of unworthiness is created in your search to be worthy. You put it there. You put the insecurity there. You put the worthiness there as you struggle to be worthy. Instead, just stop trying to solve it. Stop struggling to be secure and worthy. Stop trying to get your worthiness and security from out there in the 0.001% of seen manifested reality, where it isn't. It's never there, right? Give up the fight and accept as a fundamental truth of your beingness, your I amness, that you were born secure and worthy, that you're always secure and worthy, that it doesn't come out from any other place. True worthiness and security can only be found in your awareness and recognition of your true nature. Do you see it? Because remember, yes, there might be some subjective tendencies there, right, that she's feeling. There might be feelings there and thoughts and memories and images there. But how do you transcend all of that? What you consciously assume and believe right now. Right? Going to that unlimited nature, that thought, being more aware of your higher nature. The extent that you're more aware, remember, we've talked about this, to the extent that you're more aware of your higher nature is to the extent that you're more, quote, real positivity as a state of being, as your true nature, right? That's a true increase in frequency or vibration, because that's your natural state, your natural frequency is that vibration of love, of worthiness, of security. So I wanted to start with this today. Remember, what changes is not real. It's not reality. No matter how deep those changing thoughts and feelings of insecurity or unworthiness, right, seem, or how solid the 3D conditions of people, events, and circumstances out there appear, they're not reality. You have thought and felt and looked at them so much that you believe them to be reality, versus temporary forms and experiences within reality, your awareness of being, that one and only reality. We just start believing that we are unworthy, that we are insecure, right? We start believing in those thoughts, in those temporary thoughts and feelings that are going within us, based on the outer conditions of people, events, and circumstances, based on the insecurity from that changing forms outside. All those changing forms, whether they're inner conditions of thoughts and feelings or outer conditions of people, events, and circumstances, are not reality because they change. What changes cannot be the changeless reality. The changeless reality is where the security and worthiness comes from. It's the only place it can come from, that I am, the one and only reality. So, when you have found, this is what Neville Goddard says, and I love this. We're going to hit the pearl of great price again today because it makes sense. When you have found the cause of the phenomena of life, let every other belief go. This comes from the pearl of great price when he talks about that from Scripture, right? I am is that phenomena of life, right? It's consciousness, it's awareness of being, it's imagination, as Neville Goddard talks about it, right? That consciousness, that self-aware consciousness, that awareness of being, your imagination, that I am, it's totally unlimited. It's source or God. The only belief that's totally unlimited is I am unlimited. Every other belief, you can let every other belief go. Every other belief in an outside source or an outside God or anything out there, right? I am unlimited is the only truly unlimited belief there is. Is the only truly, right, that's really unlimited. I am source, or I am God, right? Or as Anderson says in 3 Magic Words, I am God, right? I am source, that's it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant seeking beautiful pearls, who, when had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. In other words, you sell all of those beliefs, you give them up, and for the one belief, that's the true belief, that's the truth of being, that you are consciousness, that your awareness, that your imagination, that I am unlimited. The one belief that you can give up all others for, that's the pearl, that's the message of the pearl of great price. Right? Once you've found that, that's your story, that's your true story, your I am story. We've talked about that in many different ways, right? Let every other belief go. In other words, let any other belief in I am not go. When you talk about unworthiness and that whole insecurity conversation, you're talking about I am not. You're believing in I am not. You're believing, which is impossible. I am not cannot be, because you exist and will always exist. I am is the only reality, right? I am the door. This is what Jesus said. I am the door. If anyone enters through me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture. Your awareness of being, of your true nature as your divine whole, being unlimited, that's the door. Your conscious mind as the center of the divine mind, the universal consciousness, the great subconscious, is the door. Your conscious mind, even though we believe it's limited, and it's limited to the thoughts that it's thinking, but it's also the gate, the door to everything else you want. So remember, the conscious mind is the one that impresses those beliefs on that great subconscious. that decides what you're gonna. It's the discernment. It decides what you're gonna believe, right? Who you're gonna be. Your conscious mind. I am the door. If anyone enters through me, he will be saved and go in and out and find pasture. In other words, enters in and becomes one with that great creative medium. Remember, I am is one. Your conscious mind is one with that subconscious. They're not separate, right? But the use of it feels separate. The use of it feels limited, right? I enters in and becomes one with the great creative medium of the divine mind, that greater consciousness. You're finding pasture in manifesting your ideal identity in reality. That's what she did, right? It entered through the door that I am unlimited, that I'm not, that unworthiness doesn't exist, that insecurity doesn't exist, that I am the door. If anyone enters through me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture. She found pasture in that promotion, the manifested reality. But really, what is the pasture? That's the kingdom, right? So it's not the manifestations necessarily in the 3D world. It's the great subconscious. It's you finding the kingdom, right? But it will go in and out and find pasture. So it's saying it will go in and out through that consciousness, through that door, and find pasture, that great subconscious medium. But it also means that it will find your true desires will find form in the 3D world. So there's a dual meanings there. That's powerful, right? And then it says, it goes on in John 10:10, the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly, right? What are the thieves? The thieves and robbers of Scripture, which is mentioned a lot, are those thoughts and therefore feelings, because you're only ever feeling what you're thinking, that are accepted and impressed on the subconscious, right, from the outside. They're outside thoughts. They're the bogus thoughts, right? Remember, before Abraham, I am. That's why Jesus said, I came that they may have life and have it more abundantly. In other words, I came. Before everything, I was here and will always be here. But those temporary thoughts and feelings, those manifestations, those temporary thoughts and feelings that come after your I am, right? Right? And remember, I am, therefore I think. Not I think, therefore I am, like Descartes. It's I am, therefore I think. I am comes first, and then these temporary thieves and robbers come, right? Temporary thoughts and feelings. And those that we accept as true, those become what we believe is the truth of who we are, but it's not, right? That's what we're talking about when we talk about self-concept. Your true self-concept is I am, right? Thoughts and ideas of I am not. Changing thoughts and feelings about changing conditions. None of that is who you are. Even if they're positive thoughts, they're not your true nature. Nothing that changes can be who you really are. They rob you of experiencing your unlimited and divine nature in 3D reality. I am equals the changeless reality, the unlimited reality. I am not equals changing thoughts, feelings, and other manifested 3D conditions. Very powerful today. Remember, this is what Anderson says in 3 magic words, right? I love this book. The plain fact is that you exist. Dwell on that, nothing more. I am. Dwell on that. In other words, dwell on I am. The plain fact is that you exist. Dwell on that, nothing more. I am. I am means you exist and will always exist. I am means you're totally unlimited. I am means that you're complete, whole, and perfect. It's everything. That's why we've been talking about it almost in every video, right? I am is infinitely more powerful than I am not. So we believe that these thoughts and feelings and beliefs of the drama and trauma that we experienced in our life, or from the things that we got from outside, the experiences that feel so deep as subjective tendencies in our subconscious. They feel so deep that we feel that they're inaccessible, or that we got to dig them up one by one, do a search and destroy mission to replace them. But really, the only thing you have to do, that remember, the I am, the positive, powerful assumptions are infinitely more powerful than any negative assumption of I am not. I am is infinitely more powerful than I am not, right? In other words, infinitely more powerful than those subjective tendencies, or what Anderson calls subjective prompters or locks in the book in the book 3 Magic Words, right? He called those prompters or locks, right? Those subjective tendencies. like a thought that you had. Maybe your parents said money doesn't grow on trees, that you have to really work hard, and that became a lock or a prompter that you were creating reality from. You saw that as truth versus just thoughts about reality, just ideas about reality. You saw them as reality. They became prompters or locks, right? How do you dissolve them? He talks about that. But what's the real key to all of it? Is going to that awareness of of your true nature. That's the key to all of it, right? The most powerful, infinite, unlimited, positive prompter is I am unlimited. Right? That's your most powerful prompter of all. Go to that and it dissolves all other negative prompters. You don't have to go in and search for them. That alone, as you continually return to that thought or that idea or that assumption, this is why the law of assumption is so powerful. As you go top down, from looking up towards that awareness of being, toward that God within you, that changeless reality, and say, I am unlimited, I am one with that changeless reality. That positive will override the negative, as Anderson says in 3 Magic Words. There's no need to go on a search and destroy mission for negative or limiting assumptions or beliefs or prompters, in other words, what Anderson calls prompters. Right? All that is necessary for us is to install in the subconscious a group of positive prompters. This is what, from 3 Magic Words. All that is necessary is for us to install in the subconscious a group of positive prompters. Or in other words, consciously assume, right, that you are already that person you want to be. Consciously assume, take a stand in that I amness, in that declaration that I am unlimited. Consciously assume that. That's how you install it through the door of your conscious mind. Right now, and now, and now, and now. That's what you do. Consciously affirm with conviction, I am. Right? Remember, what creates reality? Your assumptions and that conviction of that assumption. Because assumption is a conviction. Right? That assumption with that conviction, that inner knowing, that inner authority of I am, creates your reality, creates your entire life experience. You've been looking through I am not versus I am. Right? Very powerful. Your security in life depends entirely on your recognition of your divine nature. This is from Anderson in 3 Magic Words. I love this. Your security, in other words, your worthiness, your sense of worthiness, your sense of security in life depends entirely on your recognition of your divine nature. In other words, your awareness of who you really are. That I am God. Those are the 3 magic words. That's what he was saying. But if God feels too conflicting for you, I am source. I am the creator of my reality. I am my imagination. I am consciousness. I am awareness of being. Whatever works for you. I am the universe, if that feels better. Right? But the universe is within you. Right? All healing, whether it's past drama and trauma, bodily conditions, negative thoughts and feelings that come from the awareness and recognition that all come from the awareness and recognition that you have been and will always be whole, complete, and perfect. So all healing, whether it's past drama and trauma, body conditions, or negative thoughts and feelings, all healing comes from the awareness and recognition that you are already, have always been, and will always be whole, complete, and perfect, or in other words, divine spirit. You'll always be that. That's the pearl of great price. That's what Neville Goddard was getting at. That I am unlimited is the only assumption that's truly unlimited. That's the one assumption and belief that really does manifest everything as you embody it. As you embody it as the truth of your being, it's not about going up and having to dig up everything that's ever happened in your life. You're an infinite being. You have many lives. You have many versions of yourself. And all of those were a perfect expression of reality. The key is now knowing that you're unlimitedness, now decide what part of that unlimitedness you want to experience next without judging any of it. You deciding as God how you want to express that fully evolved being that you are. What part of that 0.0001% do you want to express now? Knowing that the only assumption that you need is that I am unlimited. It's the only truth. It's the one assumption of belief that really does manifest everything you desire. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creatives, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group at the Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining our Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, and for our membership channel, which we have a link below. Thank you. If you're a member, thank you for being with us. If you're not a member, check it out. We have a live stream that we just did on Sunday that's now available for viewing. It went almost an hour, exclusively broadcast on the membership channel. It's now there in a video on the membership channel. You can check it out. Really fun. We're going to do another one probably next month or November, and that's coming up soon, I think in October. I will be announcing that. And there'll be another, more content coming out on the membership channel. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom with Be Something Wonderful here in the studios in Las Vegas. Until next time, we'll see you soon.